Good morning, it's your wake-up call from YOGATX. My name is Savannah and we're gonna start easy down on the ground in a child's pose. So as you're ready, go ahead and come down to your shins. Your choice if you wanna keep the knees in line with the hips or whether you'd like to send the knees out a little bit wider and start getting the hips open as you walk the hands forward. Find your place of comfort here. Maybe that's with just your forearms down, or maybe you can convince the neck to start to relax. Maybe the head rolls from side to side. Kind of just feeling out what it's like to be in this body today. Every time you wake up, who knows what your body did while you were sleeping. So we'll just take it with ease as we start. Feeling the back of the neck muscles start to relax. And a conscious breath coming in through the nose, filling up the back of the ribs. And as you exhale, feel the low belly pull in and push the breath out. And breathing in through the nose one more time. Back of the ribs fill up. And as you exhale, all of the air gets swept out of the lungs. Rise up to a tabletop position. And as you're ready, shift the weight into your left hand. If the knees had gone wide, we'll find the knees underneath our hips again. And we'll hug the right hand behind your head. If your head usually hangs out in front of your shoulders, give yourself the conscious challenge of pushing the head back into your hands. And on your next breath in, push the right elbow out, and maybe you feel the ribs turn to the right. On the exhale, just relax, feel the right elbow turn back down on its own. Breathing in, push down through the left hand, feel the ribs turn to the right, right elbow reaches up. And exhale, release. One of the things you might look out for is as you're breathing in and rotating, there will be this urge to sink the hips back. See if you can stay stacked. And exhale down. And one more time. And then reach the right arm straight up. And as you exhale, bringing the right arm underneath the left shoulder, bend the left elbow on the way down. Right ear comes down towards the ground. Give your right hand a little pressure, the back of the hand into the ground. Feel the shoulder blade muscles separate and use your breath to help the shoulder blade muscles stay wide on the back. As you breathe in, filling up the space between the shoulder blades. We probably all know where that place is on our back because that's normally where most people feel their upper back pain. One more breath in and out. And shifting the weight into that left hand, bring that right elbow back up towards the ceiling, this time in a scarecrow shape. So the elbow goes straight up and let that arm kind of swing from side to side. And I'll bring the right hand down, underneath right shoulder, giving the hug of the left hand behind your head. Again, if your head is usually in front of the shoulders, press the head up into the hand. Take a breath in, pressing down through the right shoulder, not just through the fingertips, but feeling the shoulder blade wrap around the ribs and rotating the ribs towards the left. Left elbow reaches up. And as you exhale, letting that elbow come back down. And on your own breath, breathing in, down through the right hand, up through the left elbow. Exhale down, noticing that urge, maybe when that left elbow reaches up and the ribs start to turn, to sink the hips back. Can you stay stacked? Exhale. Next time left elbow comes up, stay pressing down through the left arm, reach the left arm straight up. And exhale, left hand underneath right shoulder, bending the right elbow on your way down. Then in the back of the left hand, feel the ground and actively press down into the floor. You'll feel that stretch in the middle of your back and use your breath to sink into it. One more breath in. A full breath out, shifting the weight into the right hand as you press yourself up. And we'll step the right foot up. So if you have a block, or you can just use your fingertips to lift the floor up, we'll walk the right foot forward. And go ahead and lower down the top of your left foot. As you breathe in, reach the hands straight forward and up. We'll wrap the hands around the back of our head and wrap the forearms around the sides of the head, like you could push up through the crown of the head. Keep the front of the ribs pulled in, and you're actively pressing down through the left knee for 3 breaths in and out. Head is pressing into the clasped hands. Left glute is turned on. And on your exhale, slowly releasing the forearms from around the head. We'll bring the left hand down towards the ground, and instead of right in the middle of the mat, lean your left hand away from your body so the right hand can come up and over and give yourself a long side body stretch. It's almost like someone's drawing that right knee away from the right arm. And a couple breaths in here. And as you exhale, see if the neck muscles are willing to let go here. Walking both hands on the inside of the right foot. Tent yourself up on your fingertips, and as you breathe in, draw the heart forward. And as you exhale, pull the heart up into the back, like the back of the ribs are rounding, almost like you could grow a turtle shell on the back of your body. We'll take 2 more rounds like that, sinking the heart down, tilting the tailbone back as you breathe in. And exhaling as you wrap the ribs towards your midline and up into the back. Walking that right foot out to the side, and we'll step that right knee underneath our right hip. Left foot forward this time again. If you like your fingertips to lift the ground up or a block, that's always super useful. Ground down through the top of the right foot. Press down through the top of the right foot as you breathe in and reach forward and up. Once you start to reach forward and up, there might be an urge to tilt the back and let the ribs flare out. See if instead you could draw the ribs and the front of the hips together. Feel the energy going down through the knee. You might feel a big wake-up stretch in the front of your thigh. And then lifting with the arms from the hips up towards the ceiling for 3 breaths. That right glute engaging will help that right hip, front of the hip, open up. One more breath in. And as you exhale, wrapping the hands around the back of the head, give yourself a little hug here. Head presses back, ribs pull in. And exhale, right hand comes out to the side. Instead of it coming on the inside of the left foot, think about lining it up with the outer right knee. You can go ahead and lean into that right hand. Push the left inner thigh away from you and invite that left arm by the ear. Reach up through the shoulder blade. Let that shoulder come up by the ear. The world won't end if it does. Then start to feel the weight of the head drop down towards the right shoulder. Send your breaths in towards the left side of the ribs here. Both hands coming to plant on the inside of the left foot, either on a block or with your fingertips tented up. We'll take some cat-cow movements. As you breathe in, tailbone tilts back, heart comes forward. As you exhale, pushing the ground away, feeling the ribs come up into the back as the back lifts up towards the ceiling. On your own breath. Last exhale. Tuck the back toe. Bring the left forearm onto the left thigh, and we'll start to lift up through the right knee. Go ahead and bring that right heel down to the ground. Instead of letting that left shoulder get a little saggy, use all of your strength to press down through that shoulder and reach straight up towards the ceiling with the right elbow. So same scarecrow idea that we did last time. Straighten the arm up. And then your next breath in, feel a lift through the fingertips, a pull back through the right fingertips as the left hand reaches forward. One more breath in. And on your exhale, bring the hands towards the center of the chest. We're going to bring one hand on top, one hand on bottom, and give yourself a little stretch across the chest. Like you're trying to pull the elbows away from each other. Can you keep that tension in your upper body as we start to switch the legs? We'll turn left toes towards the side of the mat. Right toes towards the back of the mat. Take a bend into the right knee and bring right elbow down towards right thigh. Use all of your strength to push that thigh away. Feel the left elbow lift up. Feel the weight of the head drop down. Maybe that left arm straightens up towards the ceiling. Notice what's working here and what can let go. And on your next breath in, it's the left fingertips that are pulling you back to the wall behind you. Right fingertips reach in front. Couple breaths in here. Strong through the legs like you could push down through the floor to rise up higher. On your next breath out, go ahead and bring the hands together, one hand underneath the other. Pull the elbows apart wide. Keep the tension in the upper body as you start to guide all 10 toes towards the side of the mat. And once you do so, we'll bend the knees and let the toes find the direction that the knees are going into. Breathe in to open the arms out wide. And as you exhale, invite the forearms together. So the fingertips are pointing up and the back is rounding here. Inhale, press the arms behind you, lift the chest up. Exhale, the arms together. Forearms and palms come to touch. One more breath in. On your next exhale, keep the legs stable. Right forearm on right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over the ear, relaxing the neck here. And we'll make it dynamic. Breathe in, arms come wide. Exhale, left elbow down, right arm above the ear. See if you can keep your balance on your feet, legs steady as you move with your breath. If you want a little challenge, instead of leaning on the elbow, just lean the body from side to side. One more round on each side. And come right up to standing. Straighten the legs, bring the hands down, start to lean one side to the other. So you can let the toes kind of find what direction they want to point in. More challenging will be letting one foot lift up, then the other. See if you can pull your weight back as you move from side to side. And then if you're lifting the toes up, try to keep the toes down now. And the next time you bend over into the right knee, bring the left hand down on the inside of the right foot and reach straight up through the right arm. See if you can keep your hips low, make it dynamic. Right hand on the inside of the left foot. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, stay low and switch. Breathe in, one arm lifts. Other side, exhale. Breathe in, reach up. One more time on each side, you got this. And then on your next exhale, bring both of your hands down through the midline. Go ahead and walk the feet together. Step the knees underneath your hips. And we'll let just the right leg go out long. Seal the inside of the right foot down and then bring all 5 toes down on the ground. So even that pinky edge of the foot is flat on the mat. We'll lean into the left hand and reach up with the right arm. Feel the hips press forward here. On the exhale, hips come back. Right hand will reach towards the right thigh, knee, or shin, maybe ankle. Breathe in, come forward and up with the arm. Press forward through the hips. Exhale, bring the hips back. Right hand to right leg. With your breath. And one more round. Stay here and bring the right elbow behind you like you're turning your chest up towards the ceiling. And bring the hand right down in front of the left knee. Bring the right knee underneath you and we'll switch sides. Left leg goes out. Right hand walks on the outside of the right knee, and as you breathe in, left arm comes alongside your ear. Give yourself a long reach from your pinky toe to your pinky finger. As soon as you start exhaling, find the hinge at the hip so the hips start moving back. Same side arm reaches to same side leg. Finding your flow. Can you keep the whole foot down on the ground as you come up? And the whole foot down on the ground as you lean. Hips back. 2 more rounds. Next time that left arm comes up by your ear, go ahead and pause there. Try to turn the elbow up and back. Maybe the rib cage looks up. Maybe your head looks up. And as you exhale, both hands down on the ground, step both knees underneath and give yourself a walk out with the hands. Pull the hips back. Maybe you tilt the forehead from one side to the other. Walking the hands back, we'll come up towards our knees and hug the hands behind our low back. So it'll be the back of your hands resting behind your hips. As you breathe in, right arm lifts up by the right ear, looking forward. Exhale, sweeping the right arm behind you. Take the gaze towards the left and we'll lower about halfway. Inhale, left arm comes up by the left ear, look forward. Exhale, left arm behind the low back, look towards the right. Breath starts and then the movement. Finishing this side and taking one more. And reaching both arms up. As you exhale, you can either sit back on your heels or sit onto an easy cross-legged position. And I'll just pause to close the eyes, keep the breath going. Maybe feeling the pulse in your fingertips, the beat in your heart, and that little sense of I'm alive and I'm here. Namaste.